Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is a little bit different. We're going to be talking about coolers, and we're going to be talking about the YETI smaller size coolers in particular. Today was the Flip 12, the Flip 18, the M30, and the brand new Roadie 24. And guys, when you're looking at buying coolers and you're looking at the price tags and how much it'll hold, trying to decide which one is right for you, each cooler has its benefits, its pros and cons. And yeah, we're going to discuss that in today's video, and it'll be brief, but we're going to go over each cooler today and maybe help you decide which cooler that you should buy. So here we go. All right guys, other than price, the first thing that we always look at when we go to purchase these coolers is how much can it hold, its capacity, right? So YETI recommends that you do a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 times the ice of what you have for drinks and sodas and beer and whatnot in each cooler. So the brand new YETI 24, although it says 24, it can only hold 18 with that 2-to-1 ratio. So 18 cans of soda or beer in here. The Flip 12 actually can hold 13 with the 2-to-1 ratio. The Flip 18 and the M30 both can hold 20 cans of beer or soda with the 2-to-1 ratio that YETI recommends of your ice to your drink. Now next, when I look at capacity, I'm wondering, is it just cans that I'm going to be bringing in my coolers, or am I going to be bringing bottles? Am I going to be bringing wine or liquor? So the new Roadie 24, super cool, large enough for a bottle of soda, right? The Flip 18, when you lay it this way, can also take a bottle of soda. When you lay it this way, cannot. The Flip 12 cannot hold a bottle of soda. So same with if you are a wine drinker or a liquor drinker. The M30 can also take a bottle of soda. It can take a whole handle of liquor. The 18 can also take a handle of liquor or a bottle of wine. The Flip 12 cannot. So carrying capacity of cans and ice, yes, we have gone over those, but the difference is here, all of these can take an extra bottle of wine or liquor or a bottle of soda, where the Flip 12 cannot. All right, next thing I'm gonna look at is how it packs into my vehicle, on the boat, whether I'm putting it on the back of a bike or if I'm just taking it to work, so on and so forth. Roadie 24 is a hard cooler, so there's no play there when you're going to pack anything. That's going to take up its space, it's not going to move, it's not going to budge. It is a little bit bulkier, a little bit taller than your normal YETI coolers, especially the Roadie 20, but it's a great cooler, especially stacking stuff on top. Nothing's going to push down, compress. You know what it's going to take up in your vehicle. The YETI 12 and the 18 are cubes, so they're also easy to stack and figure in the back of your vehicle. But also if you maybe have a motorcycle, or if you are driving a regular bicycle or what have you, these are probably going to be able to fit on that versus the M30 or the Roadie 24. The M30, this is a bag that doesn't really pack all that well given its design, but for the most part, if you put this in and you've got only a little bit of room this way, this is going to be better than any of your cubes. So this can fit in some places that these can't, but again, you're not going to be stacking anything on top of this for the most part. So what this takes up is going to be the area that you put this into. So keep that in mind if you're looking for something that's a little bit packable, or something that you want to place in your vehicle and be able to stack stuff on top of it. Now, if I were to break these down individually, the YETI 12, I would say, maybe put 6 sodas, beers in here, and your lunch. Or if you are taking it to lunch for work, you can pack a full day's worth of lunch in here. They've got these hitch lock designs that you can add extra stuff to, same with the YETI 18. Basically what these are is just different accessories that YETI has. They have little pouches that you can put in the front, you can put some tools into, you can put napkins and silverware into, you can even put a sandwich into some of those bags if you want. Bottle openers and stuff like that. This is just little gadgets that you can put in the front that help make this a little bit more versatile than say the Roadie 24. This one actually does feature it, the M30. Down in the front here as well, but this bag has its own features that are pretty neat that these ones don't. When we look at the zippers, okay, YETI zippers are very cool because they are locked tight and there's nothing going to leak out of them. I know you've probably seen the commercials, the truck drives over top of the bags and both the Roadies or the Flips, but for the most part, when you zip these up, they're waterproof, they're actually airproof, they're not even getting in and out, and water's not going to leak from these. Water doesn't leak from any YETI cooler that I'm aware of, so keep that in mind when you're looking at these across the board. Water's not going to leak out of these once the ice starts to melt. So moving along, if this was something you're looking for the day, go over to a friend's house, visit. YETI 12, the Flip 12 is a great option. If you're looking for day trips, if you're going to be gone a little bit longer than a few hours, definitely the 18's a great choice. You can put a little bit more food and lunch in here with some beer cans or soda cans. That bottle of wine can fit in here real well. The M30, here's what I always tell everybody I recommend with the M30, and this is pretty neat because it's got a real wide opening, and you hear that? That is actually their double super strong magnet, which to you and me, at first you're thinking a magnet. Yeah, well, it's very quick to open, super easy to access. The magnet goes down, you flap it down, and then you take these buckles and you buckle it in. And believe it or not, this will not leak. Nothing will come out of this. And you can actually drive over this with a truck and no air is coming out of this. Here's why I like the M30 versus the other bags and the other coolers. You've got this, if you put the strap, I don't have the strap on this currently, so we'll just take this one off. There. So if you were, let's say you're a beach goer, okay? Somebody that goes to the beach often, or just somebody in general that carries a lot of extra items in your hands, this is great. Now this strap obviously came from the YETI 12, but here's the difference. The YETI 12, when you put that here, is a little bit bulkier. It's a square, it's off the side of your hip. Here, this is sitting here, and I've got all this room where my hands are, carry an extra chair. I can lean my chairs up against here while I'm still carrying maybe a baby in this arm, however you have you. This is great for the beach. We use this every time we go to the beach, and that's exactly what, you know, I think this bag's purpose is. Obviously, it's great for the boat. It's perfect for any time that you are moving where you have to have two hands free to carry more additional stuff. So if this is something that is of interest to you, I would definitely take a look at the M30. Now with the Roadie 24, the reason this one's different than the Roadie 20 right away, a different handle. This handle, super cool. I like it way better than the Roadie 20. And actually, I never even got the Roadie 20 specifically because I did not like the handle design. Anytime you would move your hand, the whole bottom of the cooler went. If I'm swinging this, going down to the beach, walking away, it's just moving rather than the whole cooler moving, which is gonna hold weight and pull it on your shoulder, on your arm, so be it. The hinges, a little bit different, you know, but very easy to open and close. That's not going anywhere. That lid's fastened super tight. This cooler is even lighter than the YETI 20, but the best part about this is its design. It's upright, so like I said before, it can hold a 2-liter bottle of soda or a bottle of wine or a bottle of liquor. It's small enough that it can fit in your front seat. If you've got a coupe, if you've got you know, a small Jeep and kids in the back or what have you, this can fit between your seat and the dash, or even in the back from the back seat to the front and the floorboard. So the small design allows you to do that, and it's pretty neat that it does. The one thing I will say, it does not have a drain. So most coolers, hard coolers, will have a drain. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt because you lose the drain plug and you've got to find a way to plug it. You've got to buy a different plug. This one does not come with that, so it's small enough. Basically, if ice starts to melt, you want to clean it out, it's just a quick flip and dump. And go from there. So overall, if we were to compare this to the Roadie 20, it's 10% lighter, it holds 20% more, and thermally is 30% better than its predecessor. So it's a great choice. If you're looking at the Roadie 20 or the Roadie 24, definitely go with the 24. Super cool design, a lot of benefits with this. I definitely recommend that. Otherwise, guys, I would take a look at all 4 of these coolers. Each have their pros and their cons, and I personally think that they have their place where they're beneficial versus the other. Again, I didn't mention this, but the Flip 18 does have a handle on the top where the Flip 12 does not. So if that's something of interest to you, if you want to hold your cooler with one hand, the 18 has a handle on the top, the 12 does not. But take a look at all the YETI coolers, guys. Just so you know, they do send these to me for free. They do not ask me to do any exposure. I'm not an ambassador, nothing of that sort. I am just a huge YETI fan. They send these to me for free in hopes that I find use out of them, give them some feedback, and go from there. So these are great coolers. I would definitely take a look at all 4 of them, and even some more of the stuff that YETI has available on their website. And as always, guys, if you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hit that gong so you know when I'm uploading another video. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.